What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, August 9th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Glen Campbell, the boy singer-guitarist whose perfect blend of country and pop made for such hits as Gentle on My Mind, Rhinestone Cowboy, Wichita Lineman, and By the Time I Get to Phoenix, has died after struggling with Alzheimer's disease for years. He was 81. Campbell's official website on Tuesday announced the news of the Country Music Hall of Famer's death. Campbell announced he was ill in June 2011 and was moved to a private care facility for Alzheimer's and dementia patients near Nashville in April 2014. In addition to Wichita Lineman, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Campbell scored with yet another Jimmy Webb pen hit, Galveston. His rendition of Larry Weiss's Rhinestone Cowboy and Alan Toussaint's Southern Nights each made it to #1 on the Billboard Pop charts. In paving a path for other successful country crossover artists, Campbell released more than 70 albums, selling 45 million copies, accumulating 12 gold, 4 platinum, and 1 double platinum albums during his half-century in show business. He collected 5 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, in 1968 for By the Time I Get to Phoenix, and was the recipient of the organization's Lifetime Achievement Honor in 2014. Tom Petty once told Rolling Stone magazine he had that beautiful tenor with a crystal clear guitar sound, playing lines that were so inventive it moved me. From 1969 to 1972, the Delight, Arkansas native hosted the CBS variety show, The Glen Campbell Good Time Hour, and he starred as young Texas Ranger LaBeouf in True Grit in 1969 after being handpicked by John Wayne to star opposite him in the Hollywood icon's lone Oscar-winning role. Campbell also sang the Oscar-nominated title track, composed and written by Elmer Bernstein and Don Black. In January 2015, he received an Oscar nomination for the original song I'm Not Gonna Miss You, co-written by Julian Raymond for the documentary Glen Campbell, I'll Be Me. Born on April 22, 1936, to poverty-stricken parents Wesley and Carrie Dell, who picked cotton on the farm, Glen Travis Campbell was the seventh son, one of 12 siblings. He moved to Los Angeles in the late 1950s, where he began to write songs and record demos. Campbell became a sought-after session guitarist, playing for Elvis Presley, Merle Haggard, the Beach Boys, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, and the Monkees, to name a few. He also became part of Phil Spector's The Wrecking Crew, the famed session band that played on many of the world's biggest hits at LA's Gold Star Studios, creating the producer's legendary Wall of Sound. In 1961, Campbell released the single Turn Around, Look at Me on a Tiny Crest Records, grabbing the attention of music executives. A year later, he was signed to Capitol Records, where his career was met with only minor success until he partnered with producer Al DeLore and songwriters Jimmy Webb and John Hartford. Campbell teamed with DeLore on his 5th studio album, Burning Bridges, a commercial breakthrough that was released by Capitol in 1967. His distinctive finger-picking style and indelible guitar riffs were the perfect foundation that allowed his warm, personal vocals to shine, with the title track becoming a top 20 country hit. The two collaborated on Hartford's Gentle on My Mind that year, a top 40 hit on both the pop and country charts. Some of Campbell's biggest accomplishments came when he partnered with Webb in the late 60s, interpreting and singing Webb's songs with a striking intimacy that made them his own. Webb once said, on certain songs, the magic is undeniable. Wichita Lineman and By the Time I Get to Phoenix, it's almost as though the song was waiting for the singer and the singer was waiting for the song. On the Glen Campbell Good Time Hour, which began as a summer replacement for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and featured Steve Martin and Rob Reiner as writers, The Gentle on My Mind as its theme song, the Clean Cut Campbell engaged in comedy skits and when he wasn't performing, and featured many of his friends as musical guests, including Merle Haggard, the Monkees, Neil Diamond, Linda Ronstadt, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and Waylon Jennings. He also starred as the title character in the 1970 film comedy Norwood, playing opposite NFL quarterback Joe Namath as Vietnam veterans returned home to Texas. In 1982, he fronted the syndicated Glen Campbell music show for NBC. Campbell also played host to the Los Angeles Open, the PGA Tour stop at Riviera Country Club from 1971 to 1983, and in 1994 he opened the 2,200-seat Glen Campbell Good Time Theater in Branson, Missouri. Campbell released the album Ghost on the Campus in 2012, which USA Today called a museum-quality masterpiece, and See There, an album for Surf Dog Records that was produced by Dave Kaplan and Dave Darley in 2013. For the latter, he performed a stripped-down version of Rhinestone Cowboy and other songs. The final album, The Bittersweet Adios, was released in June. Campbell was married 4 times, the last to Kim Woodland, a Radio City rockette with whom he wed in 1982 when he was 46 and she was 24. Campbell has 5 sons and 3 daughters. His youngest children, Cal, Shannon, Ashley, joined him as his backup band on his final series of concerts dubbed the Goodbye Tour, which launched in Los Angeles in late 2011. Campbell's family and friends created an undeniable bond while sharing his musical legacy one last time. Director and friend James Keach captured these precious moments along with his personal struggles with Alzheimer's disease in the Glen Campbell's documentary, Glen Campbell, I'll Be Me, which premiered at the 2014 Nashville Film Festival and opened in theaters 6 months later. Complicated struggles with Alzheimer's didn't stop him from jumping up on stage, guitar in hand, and serenading fans during his final shows. Campbell filmed a lyric search for guitar riffs and showed moments of confusion telling his stories, but with his children and wife by his side, they gently reminded him along the way. Keach called Campbell the original crossover music genius, a man who was told to end his career, and he does the opposite, inspiring the rest of us to live our lives in the moment and to be ourselves no matter what, with no shame. He's been down a rocky road, and he still has a heart and a smile on his face, and a song in his heart. That's Glen. Glen Campbell was 81. Jennifer Lawrence's life is turned upside down after a pair of unwanted guests take residency in her home in the newest trailer for Mother. The clip released Monday featured the actress finishing work on her home that she has built alongside her partner played by Javier Bardem. Things begin to turn sinister when the arrival of an older man played by Ed Harris, who is in need of a place to stay. Once the stranger is joined by his equally creepy wife played by Michelle Pfeiffer, Lawrence's character begins to become suspicious once she finds a photo of Bardem with the stranger's luggage. Described as a psychological thriller, Lawrence is seen being increasingly paranoid and fearful for her life as she discovers a tunnel concealed by a brick wall dripping with blood and a horde of people approaching her home. The synopsis reads, a couple's relationship is tested when uninvited guests arrive at their home, disrupting their tranquil existence. Mother from director Darren Aronofsky is set to arrive in theaters on September 15th. Alfre Woodard and John Candy are set to star in Disney's upcoming Lion King remake from director Jon Favreau. Woodard will be voicing the character of Sarabi, the mother of Simba, while Candy will portray trusted royal advisor Rafiki, Entertainment Weekly reported. In the original animated film from 1994, Mae Sinclair voiced Sarabi, while Robert Gilliam took on Rafiki. Woodard was last seen in Netflix's Marvel series Luke Cage and is also set to star in St. Jude alongside Common and Michelle Monaghan in director Clark Johnson's Juanita in the title role. Candy last starred in Captain America Civil War and will next be seen in Black Panther. The pair joins a growing star-studded cast that includes James Earl Jones reprising his role as Mufasa, Donald Glover as Simba, Billy Eichner, Seth Rogen as Timon and Pumbaa, John Oliver as Azu. Chiwetel Ejiofor is currently in talks to voice the villainous Scar. Lion King is set to arrive in theaters July 18th, 2019. Timothy Chalamet, Elle Fanning, and Selena Gomez are set to star in Woody Allen's next film, Wonder Wheel. Amazon Studios is theatrically distributing the 1950 Brooklyn set drama, which will also feature James Belushi, Juno Temple, Justin Timberlake, and Kate Winslet. It is scheduled to have its world premiere at the closing night film of the New York Film Festival in October. A press release says it focuses on larger-than-life characters, lovers, infidelity, and gangsters. Follow its theatrical run, Wonder Wheel will become available exclusively to Amazon Prime members through Prime Video. The first episode of the daytime chat show The View will be rerun on ABC Friday. The pilot initially aired on August 11, 1997. The network noted in a press release, created by broadcast legend Barbara Walters, the multi-generational show featured a panel of dynamic women with a diverse point of views tackling the hottest topics in the news, with moderator Meredith Vieira, co-host Joy Behar, Star Jones, Deborah Metanopoulos, and Walters. The program's current hosts are Bear, Whoopi Goldberg, Paula Ferris, Sarah Hines, Jediah Bila, and Sonny Huston. Maya Rudolph will star in Fox's live production of A Christmas Story. The network announced Tuesday at the Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour that Rudolph will play Ralphie Parker's mother in its musical adaptation of the 1983 film, according to Entertainment Weekly. The 3-hour live event will air Sunday, December 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. The network said it will announce additional casting soon, including the role of 9-year-old protagonist Ralphie Parker, according to Variety. Grease Live producer Mark Platt will executive produce the production with Adam Sago. Vanjie Pasquette and Justin Paul, who worked with Platt on La La Land, will compose several new songs for the TV special. The original Christmas Story starred Peter Bingsley as Ralphie Parker and Melinda Dillon as Ralphie's mom. The movie was adapted as a Christmas Story, the musical, in 2009 and debuted on Broadway in 2012. Rudolph is known for her work on Saturday Night Live and has since appeared in the films Grown Ups, Bridesmaids, and Sisters. She will also star in the movie Life the Party with Melissa McCarthy. Twin Peaks fans shouldn't expect the long-awaited revival to return for another season. Showtime president David Nevins told Deadline at the network's Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour party Monday that the revival was only meant to be one season. He says it was always intended to be one season. A lot of people are speculating, but there's been zero contemplation, zero discussions, others than fans asking me about it. Showtime programming president Gary Levine was more open-minded about the show's future, saying another season would depend in part on series creator David Lynch, who directed all 18 episodes of the revival. Levine says the door is always open to David Lynch. Whether that would lead to another season, I don't know if he wants to do it. He also added of Lynch's involvement, there was a Herculean effect or effort. I'm not sure if any director has ever done 18 hours in a row of a series. It's remarkable what he's achieved. Fans are liking it, and for me, that's what's satisfying. Nevins confessed at the summer press tour that he and Lynch are avoiding the topic of another season for now, according to Hollywood Reporter. He said of another season, I don't think it will happen, but it's not impossible. David and I are both avoiding the conversation for a while. We want to let the story coincide and see how the people see at the end. Twin Peaks initially had a 2-season run on ABC from 1990 to 1991. The revival features original star Cal MacLachlan as Special Agent Dale Cooper, premiered in May and airs Sundays on Showtime. David Letterman has signed a new deal with Netflix to host an upcoming 6-episode interview series. The hour-long series will feature the former late-night host combine long-form interviews with segments filmed outside a studio setting, Variety reported. The untitled show will premiere in 2018 and represents Letterman's first series since exiting The Late Show in May 2015 after a 33-year run. Letterman said in a statement, I feel excited and lucky to be working on this project for Netflix. Here's what I've learned. If you retire to spend more time with your family, check with your family first. Thanks for watching. Drive safely. Netflix Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos says, just meeting David Letterman was a thrill. Imagine how exciting it is for me to announce that we will be working together. David Letterman is a true television icon, and I can't wait to see him out in the wild, out from behind the desk, and interview the people he finds most interesting. We'll have to see if he keeps the beard. The 70-year-old was last seen hosting an episode of National Geographic Channel's Year of Living Dangerously, where he traveled to India to study the effects of climate change. Miley Cyrus will have that Billy Ray Cyrus by her side on The View Season 13. The 24-year-old singer announced in an Instagram post Monday that Billy Ray will mentor her team in her first season as a coach on the NBC reality competition. Cyrus herself acted as an advisor to Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Pharrell Williams, and Christina Aguilera in Season 10. She will serve as coach alongside Levine, Shelton, and fellow newcomer Jennifer Hudson in Season 13. E! News reported that Joe Jonas will advise Team Levine, with Rascal Flatts to mentor Team Shelton, and Kelly Rowland to help Team Hudson. Levine posted a video of Jonas taking his reserved parking spot at the Voice lot Saturday. He captioned the clip, "Watch it at Joe Jonas. I can tell those are your adorable little feet. Don't you dare park there." Cyrus' daughter Billy Ray and Tish Cyrus, who also share Brandy, Trace, Brayson, and Noah. Billy Ray is a country singer known for the singles "Achy Breaky Heart," "In the Heart of a Woman," and "Busy Man." Bachelor in Paradise released the first footage of Karina Olympios and Demario Jackson's controversial pool encounter this week. Host Chris Harrison debuted the promo Monday during The Bachelorette's After the Final Rose Season 13 episode. He said, "Everyone has heard the gossip and talked about the controversy. It's made headlines around the world and is trending on social media. And right now, for the very first time, you're going to get a sneak peek at the new season of Bachelor in Paradise. The preview shows Olympios and Jackson getting close as Olympios leads Jackson into the water for some pool time. Producers are later seen pulling the pair away from the group and giving orders to stop filming. Contestant Danielle Maltby recalled in a confessional shot, Karina was getting pulled away, Demario was getting pulled away, and I'm thinking, what did he just do? Are Karina and Demario okay? All we know is that we aren't filming." ABC suspended filming on Season 4 in June after a producer raised concerns about Olympios and Jackson taking part in sexual acts in the pool while under the influence of alcohol. The network and Warner Bros. Television ultimately found no evidence of misconduct. ABC Entertainment President Channing Dungey said of the incident Sunday at the Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour, according to CNN, "It certainly has brought to light some safety issues that we want to make sure we move on top of moving forward in terms of making sure our contestants are safe and protected at all times." She also added, "When something like this happens, it's a bit of a wake-up call to really make sure we have all the right processes in place. We feel very good for what we do." Bachelor in Paradise Season 4 will premiere August 14th. In a related story, Rachel Lindsay's journey to find love came to an end Monday on the season finale of The Bachelorette, which ended with a proposal. Lindsay ended up giving the final rose to chiropractor Brian Abasolo, who was up against business owner Peter Cross. Personal trainer Eric Bigger was sent home first earlier in the finale. The 32-year-old ended things with Cross due to his cold feet when it came to marriage. Cross said to Lindsay, "While things didn't end the way that I hoped, I have you to thank for the feelings that I did have. I wish you nothing but the best, and I really just want happiness for you, that's all." This left Abasolo for Lindsay to propose on a hill after picking up a Neil Lane engagement ring. He says, "You're everything I could ever want in a woman, a wife, the mother of my children. I am completely head over heels, totally, absolutely in love with you. I just hope you feel the same." Lindsay added, "I love you, and I can't imagine spending my life with someone else." The live portion of the finale involved Abasolo asking Lindsay to marry him again in front of the live audience. Abasolo shared the engagement news on Instagram along with a photo of himself getting down on one knee to propose to Lindsay. He wrote as part of a lengthy caption, "We've gone through so much, the ups and downs, the challenges, but in the end, what shines above all else is the deep love, loyalty, respect, and admiration we have for each other. And that's what will continue to carry us through into our future." The producers of Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812 posted a closing notice for the Broadway show Tuesday. The show's Twitter account says, "At Great Comet, B-Way will play its final performance on September 3rd. Raise a glass with us in 19th century Russia one final time." Ticket sales for the musical dropped after Josh Groban left last month and Oak Akandawan took over the role of Pierre. Broadway legend Mandy Patinkin was asked to join the production in an effort to boost attendance, but his casting was met with a backlash by many social media users and member of the theater company who objected to the fact that Patinkin, who is white, would replace Onadawan, who is African American. Patinkin backed out of the show, and the producers apologized for the controversy, insisting they were only trying to entice audiences with a better-known star. Onadawan will perform his final show on August 13th. Playbill.com said stand-in Stan Staglin will play Pierre August 15th to the 20th, and the show's creator David Malley will finish out the run after that. Elon Musk says he's still friends with Amber Heard despite their recent split. The 46-year-old Tesla founder addressed his breakup with Heard by commenting the 31-year-old's actress Instagram photo Monday. Musk responded to a side-by-side photo of the Little Mermaid character Ariel and Heard VQ, who will play the mermaid Mira in the upcoming movie Justice League and Aquaman. He added, "By the way, just to clear some of the press storm this week, although Amber and I did break up, we are still friends, remain close, and love one another. Long-distance relationship, when both partners have intense work obligations, are always difficult, but who knows what the future holds." Us Weekly reported Sunday that Musk and Heard had recently called it quits after a year of dating. Sources said the couple's split was due to their busy schedules. Insider told the magazine the timing wasn't good for them. He's super busy and works all the time. Amber is filming Aquaman in Australia until October. She feels in no position to settle with him. She feels her career is just starting. Musk and Heard met on the set of Machete Kills in 2013 and were first linked in July 2016, following their respective splits from Tallulah Riley and Johnny Depp. Musk shares 5 sons, Damien, Griffin, Kai, Saxon, and Xavier with Riley. Shannen Doherty showed off a new pixie cut this week after completing chemotherapy in the spring. The 46-year-old actress shared a photo of her sexy Parisian haircut Monday on Instagram following news she's in remission from cancer. Doherty captioned the picture, "Yes, he gives the best haircuts ever, but the real pleasure is just absorbing some of his positive, serene energy. Thank you at Anna Cotron for the sexy Parisian cut." She confessed to her 935,000 followers, "After 2 years of either bald or a crew cut, it's nice to feel a bit more like a woman again." Doherty finished chemotherapy treatments in February after being diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. She announced in April that she is in remission, but says her battle with the disease might not be over yet. The star wrote at the time, "Moments, they happen. Today was and is a moment. What does remission mean? I've heard that word and have no idea how to react. Good news, yes. Overwhelming, yes. Now more waiting." She tempered, "As every single one of my fellow cancer family knows, the next 5 years is crucial. Recurrences happen all the time, so with a heart that is certainly lighter. I'll wait." Doherty is best known for playing Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills 90210 and Prue Halliwell on Charmed. Her former Charmed co-star Alyssa Milano told E! News in June that she and Doherty have ended their feud. Sinead O'Connor is safe and recovering. The best of care days are after she posted a video saying that she is suicidal. A representative posted on Facebook. The Irish musician uploaded a Facebook video Thursday saying she was living at a New Jersey travel log. The clip shows her crying as she describes what it's like to live with mental illness. The video prompted concern from her fans and prompted a representative to post to O'Connor's Facebook page that she's okay. The post Monday night said, "Hi everybody, I'm posting at Sinead's request to let everyone know who loves her that she is safe and she is not suicidal. She's surrounded by love and receiving the best of care. She asked for this to be posted knowing you are concerned for her. I won't respond to any questions, so please understand how this comforts those of you who are concerned." In the original video, O'Connor said that she was alone and dealing with the same mental health issues as millions of others do. She says in the video, "I'm now living in a travel lodge hotel in the arse end of New Jersey. I'm all by myself and there's absolutely nobody in my life except my doctor, my psychiatrist, the sweetest man on earth who says I'm his hero. That's about the only thing keeping me alive at the moment, the fact that I'm his bloody hero, and that's kind of pathetic." Connor says, "I'm fighting like all the millions I know to stay alive every day, which I'm doing because I love the people that are doing this to me. I'm not staying alive for me. If it was me, I'd be gone straight away back to my mom because I walked this earth alone for 2 years as punishment for being mentally ill and being angry that nobody would take care of me, specifically being suicidal." O'Connor asked viewers to help those suffering from mental illness. She says, "If you have a family member that suffers from mental illness, care for them, tenderness, love, care for them. Visit them in the hospital. Don't dump them in the hospital and bugger off." May 2016, O'Connor was reported missing before being found a day later inside a Chicago area hotel. She was later taken to a hospital. And finally, Chris Brown resurfaced in ex-girlfriend Rihanna's life this week to comment over her crop over costume. The 28-year-old rapper angered fans Monday by leaving an emoji on a photo of Rihanna's outfit for the traditional festival in Barbados. Brown posted an emoji of 2 eyes after Rihanna shared pictures on Instagram of her dazzling ensemble. Thousands of people liked his comment within hours, while others warned the star to stay away. One fan wrote, "Please keep your negative energy away from Rihanna at Chris Brown official." Another added on Twitter, "Chris Brown, just leave her alone, my guy." Brown pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges in 2009 after beating Rihanna prior to the Grammy Awards. He and the singer later appeared to get back together, but split again in April 2013. Rihanna said of Brown in the November 2015 issue of Vanity Fair, "I was very protective of him. I felt that people didn't understand him even after. But you realize after a while that in that situation, you're the enemy." She added, "Sometimes you just have to walk away. I don't hate him. I will care about him until the day I die. We're not friends, but it's not like we're enemies. We don't have much of a relationship now." Brown said in the documentary Welcome to My Life, which debuted in June, that he felt like a monster following the assault. He confessed he considered suicide at the time, saying he wasn't sleeping and barely ate. And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, August 9th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.